shit.
Yeah,
My
what an
God.
innings! What an innings! MAXI in Wankhede, what an innings! I wouldn't. I mean, we cannot. I'm out of words. I'm out of words to
Yeah,
describe
same.
inhuman stuff, inhuman hitting at the end. Last 70, 80 runs, he was struggling,
It's
but
he was just
the
standing. He
way
not
he
moving. He
timed,
was just standing.
yeah,
It's just I think we have a word for it. I mean I don't know if our viewers will understand, but we used to call that blade manja. That's what actually happened. It's just
but
blade.
but the audacity of
Some
Maxwell
of the
to just
shots, yeah.
finish it. Every shot he was timing it so well. Means it was
You know,
not like it was going just go clearing the fence. It was going out
it
of
was
the
going out of
boundary.
the park,
Means
yeah. You know what, Shreyas? You know what? Until a very late in the innings, somewhere deep down, I wanted Afghanistan to win. I really wanted Afghanistan to win, you know. But you know which shot changed the game for me? That flick to Asmat, right? That reverse flick or whatever that shot is
yeah.
called, I don't know. That six, and I was just like, you know what? This this shot, I think he deserves to win the game after that shot because
It's
the audacity to
one of the
sorry,
greatest innings.
yeah, you know that shot. I mean, the audacity to play that shot at that stage, and I was just like, shit, this guy. I have no words. I think after that concussion, something happened in his head. Something happened. I think he's just like come out as he's just found
Yeah.
whatever he's lost. I don't know. Great, dude. Great. Anyways, who do you think is the man of the match for today's game? Who to give it to?
It's the most lamest question to be asked. You can ask who is means who has the better contention for becoming second man of the match or something like that. Who is the closest to become man of the match?
Oh
That
my
would be a good question.
God. Oh God. I
Absolutely
don't think I'll
spellbound
get able to
by
quite the match.
Max's performance. The way he started, actually, initially he was struggling. First ball which he faced
Which he
was
faced,
an
yeah.
hat trick
Hat
delivery.
trick ball, yeah.
Yeah, and that they reviewed. He had an inside edge, and he means he got a life. He got opportunities. He got two drop catches. I feel
Yeah, two
one
drop
by
catch and
Mujib.
one review overturn, one the umpire decision overturn.
Yeah. So
So I mean,
Mujib
yeah,
and Shahidi dropped his catches.
correct, correct.
So that was the turning moment, and
I think
Mujib
that
one was
Mujib's
very much
drop catch,
dolly.
no, I think the Mujib drop catch was just like I think Maxwell just went like screw it, I'm just going to go all guns blazing, and I think that just like great. I mean we can tell Afghanistan didn't do this right, didn't do that right. They could have bowled better, they could have set the field better, they could have attacked a little more. All that we can tell, but in a run chase to score 200 from 91 for 7 to take a team till 300 odd runs. That's 292 to be exact. It's just greatness. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to
Yeah,
it.
greatness personified, and also first guy to score
Score a
200 in a
200
run
while
chase.
chasing. While chasing.
So that itself is a big task. Okay, so he's an exceptional player. Means I kind of never liked his performance, or I was never back in him. But
Yeah.
today I have to eat my words. What an innings! What an
What an
innings!
yeah, I think it's
And
like
that too,
one of the yeah.
he was debilitated. He was debilitated for last 70, 80 runs, and he was not able to run singles, doubles, all those things. Despite all of that, what I mean,
What an inning.
superhuman stuff this is.
So I mean, we can continue. We can go on and on and on and on about just madness. The word is just madness for me. Great.
And I feel sorry for the ones who didn't watch it live
Who didn't watch it live?
because
Exactly, exactly. If you didn't watch it live, I think you just missed out on one of the greatest ever run chases in ODI cricket. For me, I'll put it
yeah.
across one of the greatest ever run chases ever in ODI cricket.
And
This is what I've just seen.
the fun fact is, he himself scored 200 out of 290 odd runs. So what
290
means
odd runs.
it is
Yeah.
it's more than 60 to 70% of the runs.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's dive into the game.
Yes.
Afghanistan won the toss and elected to bat first. Was it a good decision, Ru?
I mean, it didn't turn out that well, but then, but you know what? I still feel it is a good decision. I think for Afghanistan, if we were talking about this before the game, like if they get to 270, 280 odd runs, chasing that against Afghanistan, the Afghanistan bowling lineup is very hard. I mean, India, of course, did it quite easily, but then still, for teams have faltered to chase against Afghanistan. So, and for them to score 290, close to 300 odd runs, it is a very good first innings for them. I still felt they were a little slow, but still, they were a little slow. But I think towards the end, they did catch up and they got to a they got to a par score. I wouldn't say an above par score. They got to a par score, right? 290 was okay. I felt was okay. Uh, Probably. I mean, not let's just leave the second innings aside. Probably for the start they got and the amount of wickets they had towards the end, probably I would still tell they were 20-25 runs short. They could have touched 300 or 310, is what I genuinely feel. But 290 was okay for a team like Afghanistan. Getting 290 odd runs was great effort.
For
And
me,
yeah, I mean, yeah, and
yeah, yeah.
also coming back, I felt Cummins Cummins was also a little was a little poor with his bowling choices. Especially in the depth. I think after 40 he could have just gone to Starc. The safest option was Starc. Giving it to Maxwell, I mean, can't say a lot about it, but yeah, giving it to Maxwell probably did help Afghanistan reach 290. I mean, what is? I
Yeah.
mean, that's my opinion. What is your opinion on their batting?
For
Throw
me,
some.
yesterday also, I told that if Afghanistan are winning the toss, they have to bat first.
They have to
They
bat first. Yeah.
rightfully did it. But for this condition, for this pitch, in the second innings, there's going to be little bit seam, all those things. I wanted Fazal to play this game. I couldn't understand why Naveen came in for Fazal. Naveen should have come in for Noor. Then Afghan
Probably.
played a spinner more in Wankhede.
Wankhede, which
Wankhede
is yeah, correct.
historically is not a turning track. So that's why today we didn't see too much of turn or something like that. First 40 overs they played conservative cricket, and their main intention was to preserve wickets, and last 10 overs to do all guns blazing. Which they did, and they reached a 290 par total. Means it was a par total, but
Yeah,
also in Wankhede, no, none of the team has ever chased 290 plus
290,
scores.
290 plus scores.
So that itself, you can tell it's a very good batting effort by Afghanistan. I felt here and there Ibrahim Zadran could have accelerated bit more
Bit
because
more
he played 140 odd balls. So
balls, correct.
140 odd balls, and if you're scoring 127 in modern day cricket, it's not worth it. Especially in a batting wicket like Wankhede, where you can go bonkers. If it was a 150 of 140 delivery kind of an innings, it was acceptable. But
Acceptable.
it's all hindsight. Okay,
Correct, correct. Yeah,
they Afghanistan started really well in the field. They were pumped up.
yeah.
That's why, and ball was swinging,
Was swing.
seaming
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
initially.
I
So
think the
that's
ball
why I
to
felt Fazal at Faruqi would have been a good
better
option
choice.
instead of Noor Ahmed.
No.
So today you when you see Noor Ahmed ball, okay, today, when he was bowling to Cummins, he was not attacking the stumps.
Attacking the
He
stumps. You're
was
not throwing
rather
it up.
bowling from fifth stump, sixth stump line, and Cummins, his main target was to just give
Block.
singles to Maxwell, or just
Block.
means be there in the middle.
Exactly.
So I felt a bit of, I mean, attacking intent was missing in Afghanistan's bowling, and
Bowling.
also
Yeah.
here and there poor captaincy also.
Yeah, yeah.
The amount of field placement, all those things,
Placement.
and
All the
very lackluster fielding performance in the
performance.
second half of their bowling.
I don't think. I mean, for teams like Afghan, you need you need these kind of wins to lift you up as a country or lift you up as a this thing. And fielding is one of you've seen rightfully as today. Fielding is an very important aspect of in modern day cricket at least, right? Like wherein teams are giving huge importance to fielding. And to drop two sitters, I mean, the first one was ideally a sitter, it's just a high catch. It is just very bad miscommunication between Rashid and Sahidi. Otherwise, it is a regulation catch for either the bowler or the cover fielder. And the one at at fine leg, right, short fine leg. I
I
don't know,
that
sir.
that I guess time and again I had told one thing back when we were discussing about Tichana's fielding also. These
Yeah,
mystery spinners only concentrate on their bowling. Okay, they don't concentrate on their batting or fielding,
correct,
which proves costly for the respective
correct,
teams.
correct, true. Again, I think as a coaching staff, you also have to, take care of that aspect as well. I mean, obviously, a player will obviously work on his strengths and his weakness, but then again, as a coaching unit, I think you need to put more pressure on that. And then we have seen Afghan make blunders. I mean, I wouldn't blame their coaching staff, but then we've seen in the Asia Cup the thought of them having no clue about the boundary rule. If
No,
they know
suddenly means when they are in the field, suddenly they have a defensive mindset.
mindset,
Uh,
yeah,
they uh, they have to attack you. There's nothing to lose for them.
true,
When the runs was at around 200 runs, they means they were defending 200 and they wanted 3 wickets. They had to attack. They had
yeah,
to attack more. They should have means kept 4 fielders outside or three
okay,
fielders outside,
exactly,
and they could have tempted Maxwell to do something extraordinary,
extraordinary.
and he would have lost his wicket. We have seen time and again Maxwell when he's going hard, he gets out also.
Yeah, you see, the thing with what I would say Maxwell did very well was he played very little dot balls. I mean, only towards the end was that he was just blocking. He was blocking because he couldn't run. But initially, or when he was getting in the groove, when he got his 100, post 100 is a different Maxwell. But when he got his 100, before he got his 100, it was like Maxwell was not playing a lot of dot balls. He was either getting a single or four or a six, right? And then
Yeah,
so many times you've seen Maxwell, you know, 10, 15 balls, if he scores 5, 6 runs, that big shot is coming, that careless shot is coming. And that pressure or that this thing was not created by the Afghan. But again, we can talk about what Afghan did wrong and Afghan did right. But again, coming back to Maxwell's inning was great. I mean, it is just
we
fantastic
can
to see
talk
what he did.
endlessly about it.
Yeah,
Means endlessly about Afghan's mistake, all those things. But Maxwell's innings was one of the best innings which I have seen in my entire life.
it's
In an
true.
ODI innings, no
Mm,
one has tormented one side after being down or 91
down.
for
True,
7 or something like that. I've seen in the past certain players scoring 100 and winning at the end and all, but scoring a
true.
double century, that also at the end he was struggling. He was struggling to walk also.
Walker.
So
Some of the shots he
no
played,
foot movement.
yeah, some of the shots he played, I was just like,
Yeah,
it's just I don't know. It is just pure hand-eye coordination. It's just
brute
timing, not
power,
even hand.
just
It's
brute power,
just
timing and
power,
brute power.
timing.
And, and also he was playing like a cricket like gully danda, means
Yeah,
stand and deliver.
and I could see Cummins on the other side. He was just clapping. He was smiling. Even he was like speechless. Cummins was, and you know what? Coming back to Cummins, right? Coming back to Cummins, taking away the spotlight from Maxwell. Coming back to Cummins. Cummins plays 70 odd deliveries, 68 to 70 odd deliveries, and beautiful. As a captain, I think he understood his role. I think the
Matured
way he
innings.
very matured innings, very matured. Not one shot
See,
because I've seen Cummins, throw away his wicket so many times. So many times I've seen him throw away his wicket.
see,
But today he was just like block or leave, and beautiful,
this,
beautiful from Cummins.
this is what
Captain
is known as match awareness, and also he's also the test captain, so he
test
knows
captain,
how to bat, he
bat,
knows how to block all those things, and he means he was not troubled by Afghani bowlers as such. And
correct.
to be honest, someone like Stoats should learn from Cummins how
Cummins.
to defend and go ahead and play a
True, true,
big knock.
true. Like you were
Uh,
talking.
But
I mean,
but do you feel that Cummins could have accelerated at the end when they required 40 odd runs or something like that?
no,
Because he was just
I don't think so. I don't think so because I think Maxwell was doing the work. I think everything Maxwell touched today turned into gold. I think Maxwell was hitting. So I don't think.
Or was he waiting? Was he waiting for Maxwell to get out? Then he would have
Yeah,
accelerated
probably,
when.
probably, probably, because I mean there was no necessary for acceleration, because it is always Maxwell made sure it is always at 6 runs and over.
But somewhere when they were means when they required 60, 70 odd runs, when Maxwell was struggling like anything, he fell down. Zampa tried coming into the field. He jumped, means he came from the stairs. He went back. At that time, somehow I felt that Cummins should have accelerated a little
No,
bit,
no,
but
the thing was,
that's on a
I,
hindsight. I'm just telling.
yeah, I mean, I honestly I don't think so, because if, let's say, if Maxwell had gone out, let's say if Maxwell had gone out, retired hurt, definitely would have come back in once they were 9 down. He would have definitely come back in. Probably if he had gone out, you might have seen a different approach from Cummins. But until Maxwell was there, I think whatever Cummins did was the right thing to do. Was just block, because
Yeah.
Maxwell is getting the run. Maxwell is getting the run. So
Let's
I mean, I
take
think,
a question from our subscriber.
yeah,
Good innings from Maxwell.
good
Inexperience showed in
good
Afghan
inning.
bowling, but they played well. Though, do you think Maxwell will, or do you think Aussie will be the team which can challenge India now?
Yeah, I mean that thumping India gave to Australia was a very long. It looks like a very long time back now. It is in the beginning of the tournament. Australia have come back strong after the first two three losses. I think they've had, if I'm not
No,
wrong, three losses.
and this sort of victory will
Victory lifts their
definitely
morale
boost
up, right?
Australia.
Lifts their morale
Yeah,
up.
because
Huge.
they were dead and out. Okay,
They were, yeah,
one guy's brilliance. They won this game because of the one guy's brilliance,
correct. I
and
think there was one.
to frame it as a good innings is an understatement.
Understand. I told you good innings. That's why I asked you a question. So just thinking, I'm not sure who the commentator was. I think he made a statement all when they were 92 for 7 or 93 for 7, right? And then he said there was some horse race in Australia. I think Australia's famous horse race, something going on, and the horse that won today. And this is the statement he made. Ironically, the horse that won today it was named without a good fight or something like that.
Hmm.
Without a fight. And then from Maxwell, what we saw today, and I was like, great, just
I
great.
guess that commentator was Ian Smith from New
Ian,
Zealand.
yeah,
He
I
was
think it
he
was
was
Ian
he,
Smith,
he was taking a dig on Australians,
Australia.
but Australians in at the end, especially Ricky Ponting and Shane Watson,
Shane Watson.
gave it back
Gave it back.
when
Yeah, yeah.
when they were in the combo.
Great. I think this is what like champion teams are made of. It's so hard. I think if Afghanistan had won, I think it would have been the greatest victory ever for Afghanistan. I think the
Yeah,
greatest victory.
obviously, and also
Yeah,
Afghanistan, they had to prove a point that because
yeah.
Australia pulled out a series in Afghanistan because of means Taliban
Security
was
reasons. Yeah,
security reasons, and also Taliban was
yeah.
ruling their government or something like that, and also for the something known as women's safety issues, for the
Correct.
lame reason like women's safety
Women's
issues.
safety.
So they were pissed and they were pumped up.
Correct. I think there's a comment from Binoy saying second semis is decided before the first one. Yeah, probably the second semis is probably done.
Yeah, and also, Arvind, this sort of a defeat for Afghanistan
Afghanistan.
will impact their morality when
Mo-
for the next game, next
Next game,
encounter.
definitely.
What do you feel?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think a team like Afghanistan has always shown us that they are an inexperienced side, and we have seen it in the pitch. I mean, I've been telling this since the beginning. We protect Afghanistan a lot. I think they have good quality cricketers who are experienced cricketers, and we cannot always tell inexperience. And I think that inexperience showed again today with some of the decisions that they took. Again, I think they play South Africa in a virtual knockout game. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry. I
It's
mean,
not a
for
virtual knockout for
yeah,
South
yeah, sorry.
Africa.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's not a virtual knockout for South Africa.
lot of things will depend on that this thing
Yeah,
on that game as well. Now, New
yeah,
Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan are aiming for the fourth spot. Australia got the main qualification tag which they
qualification
wanted.
wanted. And yeah, I mean, great and great. RCB stands in Wankhede because I think because Maxwell is playing for
That's because
RCB.
of Maxwell, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
Maxwell.
because of Maxwell.
RCB does not win anything. They just win hearts and just like Maxwell does. Anyways, yeah. Moving on. I mean, what can you? How do you rate Australia Aussies bowling? Um, I think Mahesh
For
is
me,
question. What do you
Aussie's
rate it?
bowling, I discussed this with my Aussie fan, Aussie friend. He told for him the best bowler is Hazelwood, then Zampa, then Maxwell. So then Cummins and Starc
Maxwell.
aren't even
Maxwell.
in the list.
This,
So
I mean,
you
I
can,
know who that Aussie friend of yours is, and I don't want to comment about that Aussie friend because I know what he eats and how he thinks. So I sometimes want what he eats because it gets you good gives you a good high. But yeah, I mean, Cummins.
yeah, but Arvind, Stark and Cummins have not lived up to their expectations
Yeah,
in this World
correct.
Cup.
Good
They
World Cup.
might come back in last three games or something like that if they reach finals, but they haven't lived up to their expectations. And
True.
especially Australia have always been strong in death bowling.
Death bowling.
But of late, they're very much pretty decent when they're
Yeah,
in death bowling. They're not taking those wickets. They're not bowling Yorkers.
correct.
So
Correct.
it's
True.
not the typical Australian side.
Correct. No, that's true. That's true. And but but yeah, I would like their bowling is. I think their bowling is mainly. I think right now for the World Cup at least it's revolving around Zampa is what I would say because Zampa is doing really well. Honestly, I
Okay.
think Zampa is their game changer with the ball. I don't think it'll be Stark. I don't think you have seen what Zampa has done. I think 22 odd
Yeah,
wickets,
yeah,
23 odd
I
wickets.
agree with you. I agree with you. But the thing is, somewhere down the line, they have the most experienced bowling attack.
Yeah,
So
true.
at times when they're out, where they're
They're
out
out.
of the contest, but sometimes an opportunity sneaks in. They kind of come back with that
Correct. Correct.
opportunity because of their experience.
Correct. True. And yeah, that's probably what I can tell you about their bowling lineup.
Yeah.
Anyways, any predictions on the fourth spot? Who do you think will take the fourth spot? Pakistan, New Zealand, or Afghanistan?
One thing I can tell is tomorrow's game wouldn't decide anything
England
regarding
play
the fourth.
Netherlands, is it? England play
Yeah,
Netherlands,
England
is it?
played Netherlands, so it's going to be an
I wish
inconsequential.
Netherlands. I wish Netherlands win. I think England needs to calm down a little. For all
Yeah,
their talk.
if the thing is, both the teams will be battling out
Netherlands have
for
an
that.
outside chance. Don't forget, Netherlands have an outside chance.
No, for the coveted this thing, Champions Trophy spot, they will be battling it out. So
Correct. No, I'm
England
telling
also
Netherlands have an
now
outside chance for the semi-final spot.
semi-final spot.
Yeah, they have an
How?
outside chance for the semi-final spot. No, if
No, no, they
they don't
have
after
already eliminated. They have already
Netherlands are
eliminated.
eliminated. Yeah, I don't think Netherlands are eliminated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Netherlands are eliminated. They have four points in table.
They can still get
So
8 points.
if they
I'm
win
just
both the
telling.
games, they will reach 8 points.
Yeah, New Zealand can lose, Pakistan can lose, Afghanistan can lose, and net and rate can come into picture. I'm just telling you, we have an outside chance.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll
No,
just check the table since
just
you
check
have
the table.
put because I saw
Mathematically,
Cricket 2 days.
mathematically, I think they have an outside chance. Is what I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Just check later on. We'll just check.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
I'm just
I'm so
checking.
used to these RCB fans mathematically calculating, no? So I'm just like they keep telling if they win, they lose, they win, they lose. So I have a lot of RCB fans around me. So even I keep checking
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Netherlands have an outside chance.
Yeah.
Netherlands have
I
an
see they
outside
have, they
chance.
have an outside chance. See,
Yeah,
see, I
it's
told you they have
negative
an outside chance.
net run rate, but they have to win big.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told. They have an outside chance. I'm not telling
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're. But yeah, anyways, England versus Netherlands tomorrow. I think Netherlands will win tomorrow. I think Netherlands will beat England. Will beat England.
But for England, the thing is they have to win the next two encounters to at least qualify for that
Yeah,
Champions
Champions
Trophy
Trophy.
spot.
Yeah,
So they will be also going hard on Netherlands. It's so this game is so consequential that Even Crickbus updated that preview just 10 minutes back.
Oh my God.
So you
I
can
think
imagine the amount of.
I think it'll have the lowest viewership of the tournament. I think this match will have the lowest viewership. The tomorrow's game, England versus Netherlands.
It's happening in Pune. So
Pune.
Pune especially has a good crowd. So it will be a batting track. What do you think? What will England change in the
What will England change? I don't. I think England are a very stubborn side. They'll probably their approach will still be the same. Their lineup they might give they might bring back Brook in. I don't think Brook has been playing, no, so they might bring back Brook in and give him a chance to play. I don't think they can change a lot with their bowlers because half of them are injured and out of the tournament. So I think the bowling lineup will still remain same.
I guess they'll bring back Brook in. I also think they can groom now talents like Gus Atkinson.
Yeah,
They can give a game to Gus Atkinson, who has that
correct.
extreme pace. I was very much surprised that after his first game performance, he bowled well against South Africa. He was
South
not
Africa.
given opportunity after that game. So I was very much surprised for that fact. So he might get a sneak in for tomorrow against
Correct.
Netherlands.
Correct.
What about Netherlands, Aru?
Netherlands, yeah, I think. I mean, I don't think they'll change their life. I think it'll be the same 11 that goes around. Uh, I mean,
Netherlands
what
don't have much to change also.
much to change also. And I mean, thinking of the context of World Cup, it's not a big game for both the teams. But for England, I think it's a big game because if England lose, right, I think it's almost like they won't play the Champions Trophy, and that's like a
But
big dent in their.
Aru, one thing. The thing is, in India, they're making so much silly speculations that A level is not good. All those
Yeah,
things. So if they travel to Pakistan, they'll face the similar conditions, right? So that might be their
yeah.
what
I
tactics
mean,
also, right?
yeah. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I don't. I should still see if the championship will happen in Pakistan. 2 years. It's 2 years down the line. Let's see if it happens in Pakistan. But England, just like Nasir Hussain, I think they're all used to cribbing a lot. So win or lose, I think.
Yeah, they clip a lot, and also especially players like Root, Stoats, and all.
Yeah, books and all. Yeah,
They have taught a lot about pollution in World Cup and all. I don't feel what happens to them. What happens to Butler, Stoats,
yeah.
Ali when they come and
Play
play
IPL.
IPL?
Play
2 months.
IPL.
Yeah, 2 months of cricket in India. At that time, they don't feel any air pollution. But suddenly, when a grand stage is happening in India and when they are not performing up to their then suddenly they'll give silly reasons such as air pollution and all.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. I think ಅದು ತಿಕ್ತಲೂರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. But anyways, you cannot do anything about it. I think you have to let them talk. And this is one of the main reasons why I want Netherlands to win tomorrow. To shut a few, to shut the English fans, the English media, and the England players. This is one of the main reasons why I want it.
One thing have you observed in the table?
Tell me. Fab.
The co- all the teams which has made other countries colonies or bottom of the table, England and Netherlands,
Dude,
and
I
colonies are above them.
I
India,
cannot think
Australia.
like this. I cannot think like that at all, dude. Oh my god, it's a very. I mean, I don't know how you even thought about it. Great to see.
Yeah, especially you see, England and Netherlands are sitting bottom of the table, and who is at the top? India and South Africa.
South Africa. Oh my god, I could never think like that, dude. Never think like that. Oh my god.
Okay.
Very-
There's one comment from a subscriber. Muji won't sleep for next 1 week.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I believe that. And this is like some same incident which happened to Herschel Gibbs when he
Gibbs
dropped
correct.
Steve Waugh.
Correct. 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 I mean, Mujib. I feel bad for Mujib. He's a good guy, but unfortunate. I think. Yeah, I think you have to take it and then move on. I feel. Move on is what I feel. I don't know what to say for Mujib. Shesh, is there some issue with your internet? You're stuck. Yeah, you're back. You're back. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, Arvind, there's one news regarding Shakib Al Hasan that he has had an injury and he will be out of the World Cup. He
Yeah,
won't be
and
playing the last match against Australia.
yeah, probably. Do you think it'll be? Do you think the last game was his probably his last ODI game for Bangladesh? Do you think? I think it's high time he hangs up his boot.
Yeah, he has already played his last one day.
Yeah,
If that's the case, he has already played the
maybe
last one
one
day,
day.
and rightfully he can retire. Also, he has
Correct.
won man of the match, and also he's famous for means unnecessary reasons also.
Yeah,
So rightfully he can
yeah.
end his career, and other people can come up,
Come
and
up.
he will be the greatest all-rounder in one of the greatest all-rounder in World Cup history
Well, good. True.
with the sort of performances he has put up. He has scored something around 1,300 odd runs in World Cup and also taken 40 odd wickets. So it's an feat which cannot be achieved
True. Yeah,
for years together.
true. Probably one of the greatest all-rounders that you know to have played the World Cup in
World cricket has
World
produced.
Cricket Studio, definitely. And coming from a country like Bangladesh, great, great. But yeah, like you mentioned, I think with Shakib, it's always been controversy, and no other better way to end his career with a controversy. I think. I mean, I think it's high
He's
time
a
he hangs up his boots, and
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's coming from
He's a mercurial personality, so that's why it happens.
correct.
And apart from that, do you think after this knock, Maxi will be rested for the Bangladesh encounter?
Definitely, I don't think Maxi will play. I don't think he'll play. I think definitely Maxwell needs a rest. I think there'll be a lot of changes. I think probably Australia will.
And now I feel this most scariest side in this competition is
It's
Australia.
Australia. Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
back to their best.
Back to their best.
After this,
100%.
after this innings, they will have a lot of means
A
lot of
morale
things
boost.
to gain,
Yeah, yeah.
morale boost,
Morale boost. A huge
and
morale
the
boost.
entire dugout was back in Maxwell
And you
when
know
he
what?
was going
That's what.
bonkers.
In towards the end, right? Towards the end, the Australians were just in shock. They were just in awe of what Maxwell are doing. They were laughing around. They were like, "Dude, this guy will win it for us." And it was 50 odd runs. You could see Stoinis, you could see Warner, like sitting back, relaxed, and they were laughing. They were having a good laugh, and they were like, "Maxwell, do it." So, I mean, great to see that amount of trust and confidence shown on Maxwell as well by their own teammates.
Rightfully, they say him the madman.
Yeah, the madman. I think
Someone with that intent can only pull out this mad feat or mad
true,
achievement.
true. I mean, I was just
And
thinking when I was watching, probably up until now, I think one of the greatest chases that I've ever seen was Stokes, the one the the test match chase in Ashes,
yeah.
and I think this, I think in a World Cup stage to do it in pretty much, I mean, it was not a knockout game, but pretty much a very close score. If
But the thing is, individual feat is means it's very good individual feat, but the amount of opponent which Afghanistan is not that great.
true,
But
but still,
although it's but 200 cannot be scored
scored
every day.
exactly, and against anybody, and 91 for 7 against, let it be against India, let it be against Afghanistan, to win a match from there, I think it's just great.
Yeah, there's a subscriber telling I lost Dream
Yeah,
11
because
because
of
of Mujib.
Mujib. I think
There's
Mujib.
one.
I think Mujib lost bigger things than just Dream 11 today, Binoy. I think.
My
Uh,
opponent didn't put Maxwell, so
I want what your opponent is smoking.
he had put Nabi instead of Maxwell. So
Dude, I'm sorry
I won it there.
Since you mentioned Nabi, there's 2 overs where Nabi came into ball. Okay, see, Nabi is honestly he's like a very tricky bowler to face. But this is what I'm telling. No, Maxwell was seeing the ball like it was a football at that point of time, right? and
He was set. He
he
was
was
set.
set. He
Maxi
was
was set.
set,
They
and
they got him at 35th over, I
yeah,
guess.
and
35th over.
35th, and to bring on Nabi at that point in time, it was like, dude, you're just like taking the game further away from yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what.
That's why down the line, in hindsight, I feel they should have played Fazalak instead of Noor.
Noor, yeah,
Then they would have got extra
extra
bowling
seaming
option
option, yeah,
at the
extra
top also,
seaming
seam in
option.
option.
Because from the over 14 or 15 and up until the over 35, 36, until Naveen was brought in, I think in over 36 he was brought in. It is just spin for the next for 20 overs. And Maxwell, once he got out of that phase, right, first 5, 6 overs, he was set. I think anyhow you
And
bowl
also, and also one more, and also as I mentioned earlier, Mujib and Noor bowled a defensive line to
defensive line, yeah,
come in. They
yeah,
were not attacking.
attacking Cummins, correct. They were not
I
attacking
don't know
Cummins,
what happened to them. They were waiting for Cummins to play a rash shot and get out.
correct. And
But Cummins had that intent in his mind that he should stay around. He should play complete 50 overs.
true. Great, great. Anything else could I think Anand before I told I think I am expecting this comment was for Shakib could have shown better sportsmanship. Yeah, I mean yeah, we know about Shakib and I think more than sportsmanship, I think the umpires are at fault. Honestly, my thing. I mean I think you guys spoke about it yesterday, but I don't want to dig deep into it. I still feel this is where the umpire comes into play and everything, and I think the umpires could have done a much better job at handling the situation. But yeah, could have showed probably could have shown sportsmanship spirit.
Yeah, we'll definitely cover this all this
All this post the World Cup because we,
Manked in
yeah,
for timed out all these
yeah,
things in our special, which is
separate video, yeah,
coming up after the World Cup.
correct.
So yeah, tomorrow best
Best
of
of 100.
100 says one of our subscribers.
One
Let's see
Mikarin
where.
hat trick. One Mikarin hat trick.
Okay, who is the player to watch out for tomorrow, Arun?
Tomorrow, I'll go for Van Mikarin, Netherlands fast bowler.
One.
I'll
Okay.
go for him. I think since I'm rooting so much for Netherlands, I'm being very biased towards them. I'll go for Van Mikarin.
Okay. Okay. Since you're back in Netherlands, even
I know you
I'll
want
tell.
deep down. I know you want Netherlands to win. Let's just accept that. And deep down, I know you want Netherlands to win.
I want Roloff Vandermeer to have a good game,
The Bull.
and also I like Bas Delete also.
Bad Delhi
I
also.
also
He's
want
had a
him.
quiet tournament, honestly. He's had a quiet
Yeah.
tournament, an underpar tournament. We were all expecting a huge, a lots from him. But I think players around him have performed very well, especially the captain Edwards at the back end. I mean, the lower order, he's battled very well. So yeah, I
Yeah.
hope Delete comes back with a good performance and, hopefully
What
helps
do you
his
think?
team win.
What Netherlands will do if they win the toss?
Netherlands, I think Netherlands will bat first. I think Netherlands will bat
Yeah,
first.
even I
I
think
think
so.
Netherlands will bat
And
first.
also the given the history in England or
Yeah,
poor
England
chasers,
are
they're
poor chasers.
stumbling.
Yeah, in India at least.
They're stumbling under
Yeah,
pressure.
I think the way their approach to chase this World Cup has been pathetic. The word is pathetic. I'm not I'm being very brutal with it because
Yeah.
these guys are experienced players, and when something doesn't work out 2 3 times, I think you need to adapt to the situation. I think you need to adapt to the conditions. And these guys are just too stubborn, and these guys are just too cocky to do it.
No, it's like after when you watch their highlights, it's like England has not turned to the World
World
Cup
Cup,
only.
exactly, exactly.
It's like that.
It's like that.
They're getting all out for 30 overs. When a lesser known team is playing fighting it hard for 50 overs, they're getting out all out for 25, 30 overs and
And
all.
you're talking about basketball, but basketball is he's not even the coach. McCallum is not even the coach for the ODI World Cup in the ODI format. So you can't really tell basketball cricket. I mean, of course, they do have a very attacking mindset, but yeah, I mean, I think they should change their approach. I hope they change their approach tomorrow, which I don't think they will do. I think they'll still be stubborn, still play the way they play. But let's see.
I expect tomorrow to be a bass delete ball.
Bash the leader ball, yeah. Hopefully, let's see, let's see. Hopefully, Netherlands win the toss and bat first, or
Yeah.
England. England, England, you never know. England might put them to bat also. You never know.
Yeah, I want someone like Harry Brute to come to the picture, have a good game, and also someone like Adil Rashid is performing consistently, but he's not getting the support,
Support.
right?
He's not
Support
getting support.
from the
Yeah.
England
Okay.
bowling attack.
Correct. He's creating the pressure, but like we mentioned, England don't have they don't have wicket taking bowlers, right? To
Yeah,
pick up wickets. And yeah, probably since you mentioned Brook, I would say Butler. I'm a huge fan of Butler.
yeah,
Of course, he's
yeah.
underperformed his World Cup. I
Yeah,
probably would want Butler to
our
perform well.
subscriber is telling best of 100. One more subscriber is still back in Joss Butler.
Butler, yeah,
So let's see. It will be a very tricky contest for Dream 11 fans. It
fans,
will
yeah, yeah.
be
Whom
very
to
tricky
captain,
to
whom
pick
not to
sides.
captain, yeah. I
Yeah, be- because none of them are in right touch of form.
correct.
So it will be very tricky.
Can you expect 500 from England tomorrow? For all that we have spoken today, do you think England will just be like, screw you guys, this is what we are going to do? And if England bat first, do you think England will score 450, 460 odd runs if they bat first?
See, for an England fan, they would be happy if they score 300 plus also.
They would be
Doing
happy if they bat
450.
50 overs. Not they would be
Yeah,
happy
they
if they
would be
bat
happy
50
if they bat 50 overs
50
and
overs.
put a decent total, 15 total.
Uh, anyways. Anything else, or do we end the show, or do we have to cover anything else? I think we've covered most.
I guess we'll
Yeah.
wind it up.
You're rightfully wearing
I
the
got
color of the
nothing.
day today, yellow.
I changed my t-shirt now because of the Maxwell's innings. I was wearing blue and I changed it to yellow.
Great, great. Arvind, do a watch along tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Doing a watch along for England Netherlands game. Sure,
Ah,
if Man Vickers
but
bowling the last over, if England needs 6 runs to win, I'll do a watch along. Definitely be there.
I don't think it will go till the end. If Netherlands wins also, it will be means a bit early.
But
And if England wins also, it will be a
yeah,
bit early.
I think the first innings will decide how the game goes. Honestly, either ways, I think the first innings will decide. If whoever bats first, I think the
In
first
that
innings.
way, Arvind, in that way, Arvind, today after the first innings, what did you think?
In that way, actually, I thought Australia will win. Australia, honestly, I
Okay.
thought Australia will chase it because I know that
Okay.
they do have a very strong batting lineup. With of course that with Warner and Marsh in very good form. I thought they will chase it, especially not in this fashion.
I had a feeling, I had a hunch that Afghans will fight, but I never I never thought in
Thought,
my
yeah.
wildest dreams also that the Australia will be 91
One
for
for
7.
seven. And I was like coming back, and I was just coming back, and they were like 54 for 4 or 5, whatever. I was like, oh yes, this is going to go really well today. The live session, whoever's doing the live session would really love to. I think Anand actually, you know what Anand actually wanted to do the
Yeah,
live
yeah,
session.
yeah. Anand wanted to do it.
Anand actually wanted to. He was like 91 for 7. He was like so excited when he came home. He's like, I'm going to do live today because Afghanistan are going to win. And then he's like, after the game, he's like, dude, I can't do. I don't want to do it. You guys just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Okay, let's wind it up,
yeah,
Arvind.
sure,
I guess we have covered everything for today.
yeah.
Um, Thank you, guys. Thank you
No
for
problem.
guys for being till the end. And we'll definitely do a watch along if there's an interesting contest tomorrow, and
Probably for
as
the
well as
finals.
in
Probably for
remaining
the
games.
finals, we'll definitely do a watch long. I think that's the only interesting
Yeah,
game that
definitely.
we'll have. I think for the finals, we'll definitely who whether India's playing
And
or
also
not playing.
semi-finals also we can do. It's a knockout
Yeah,
game, so
no, yeah,
we
we can
can
do.
manage to do.
do
Let's see how
definitely.
it goes.
Do.
And okay, like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Let's go
Let's go fundamentals.
fundamentals.